You submitted this email to Scott and asked him to basically stop lying on the Trilogy. Did you want him to post your responses on the Trilogy Truth website? What did you want from
I
him?
wanted him to remove them, or to remove those things, because they were posting. I mean, and of course, Greg saying I didn't have anything to do with this. Well, his name was on that website for 3 days, and then all of a sudden he tried to distance himself. But there was all these lies and accusations, and I just wanted those removed. And I gave him examples. I said, I just want these removed. He never responded to me, never emailed back, other than the fact he says they're not responding, blah, blah, blah. And, uh, and I asked him to remove those things. I mean, a lot of the statements are defamatory, libelous, slanderous. I mean, without a doubt, and I can prove it. I can prove it without a doubt. I wanted to do it that way. I didn't want to get on social media and sit there and argue with people about and try to defend myself. That's not the place to do it. And that's why I offered people to meet with me, and I'll talk to anybody that wanted to talk with me.
And then this email that you sent to Scott was March 20th, and he never responded.
Never responded.
So at least
But
2 weeks.
But one of the things I did, I want to make this very clear too, is I sent, through advice of legal counsel, because I was really unhappy with the way things were being, I sent a cease and desist letter, and I said, I want this cease and desist and remove, blah, blah, blah. The only one that I got a response back from was Greg, and he says, I see you sent this homemade legal document and you're going to pay my legal fees. I mean, I can read it to you. I don't have it with me right here, but Scott never responded. And then we sent another one through our attorney. We got an attorney to look at defamation against Greg, Scott, and Julie Hare, all three of them. And we're still considering that. There's a 2-year statute of limitations on this. But we decided just to hold off for right now. Hopefully, maybe some of this will get resolved naturally without having to do a legal situation. But it was very upsetting to my wife and people that knew me or know me. And but we sent 2 cease and desist letters. Steve Berman did the same, and they just laughed. Greg just laughed at it and said, "Oh, this is just you're going to pay my legal fees and blah 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 blah." And again, what's really upsetting is I sat there for an hour, met with Greg, and he couldn't give me any examples. But then I just said, well, okay, I want this removed, and then he doesn't remove it. So I don't understand it. I really don't.
So when you say that hopefully this gets resolved outside of legal, what would that look like?
Well, what I want is to clear my name. Okay, that was the whole idea with the legal, is to clear my name. And this is right now is an opportunity to talk to you, and hopefully other people see this and see what I was about and what happened to me. In retrospect, maybe I should have been right on Facebook and disputing every fact, but I didn't see that as a way to do it, because that's not what a board member does.
Why don't you talk about how this affected you in the community, and like how your wife felt about this?
Well, it's like my wife. She's on the ACC committee, and a valued member, and she's very experienced because we've remodeled houses, re-landscaped houses, and all that. And she was asked to be on that committee. So now she's in this committee, has to go in there, and has all the other committee members sign the petition to have me recalled. And then there was members, Julie was the worst, who admittedly started this recall, and Dave and Jeanette, they actually posted on Facebook. And those members, per our charter that we developed as a board with the committee chairs and vice chairs last July, and it says specifically they are not to post anything on a social media about board member, and they violated it. So now she's got to go work with these people, and she's still sticking in there. working with these people. And I'm hoping that the board changes its mind and it decides to enforce the charter and our code of ethics in this community and remove those people from those committee positions. But that was her. For me, it's embarrassing to go. I had a very successful career. Now, like I said, if you want to look at my career, go to mike4board.com. It's still up there. It's got my resume and everything I stand for. I did everything. I had my objectives when I got in there was, let's see if I can remember it now, but it's like, one, to improve board communication and transparency, to to uh, to increase and improve internal controls over our management, and to treat our association money like it was money coming out of my own pocket. And everything I've done is done exactly on that platform that I ran on. And so it's kind of embarrassing because I've never been in this position in my whole life.